My name's Andrea Tucker, but you can call me Mrs. Tucker. I'm the Financial Education Coordinator at Marshall Community Credit Union, and I'm also a wife and a mother. My husband and I have 3 daughters, ages 13, 10, and 5, and we live in Marshall, Michigan. As I mentioned, I work at Marshall Community Credit Union. Do you know what a credit union is? That's okay, I'll tell you. Credit unions are similar to banks in the fact that we both offer savings and checking accounts, among other types of accounts, to people in our communities, and we're a safe place for them to keep their money. Both banks and credit unions also offer loans, like for houses and cars. Loans are a way for people to purchase things they need and want now and pay for them over time, instead of having to come up with all of that money right away. But that's where the similarities between banks and credit unions end. The main difference between banks and credit unions is in their structure. Banks are called for-profit businesses, while credit unions are called not-for-profit businesses. That basically means banks have expenses that credit unions don't, and they're there to make a profit or to make money off of their customers. Credit unions are set up in a way that allow their members to benefit from their profits instead of keeping them all for themselves. Profits are shared with members in the form of free banking products, lower interest rates on loans, and higher interest rates on savings accounts. So a little bit more about me and my position here at MCCU. I grew up in Marshall, and I graduated from Marshall High School. After that, I went to 2 different colleges. The first was Kellogg Community College in Battle Creek, where I earned my associate's degree, and then I went to Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo, where I earned my bachelor's degree in elementary education. After I graduated from Western, while I was looking for a teaching job, I started working at the credit union. I started out as a teller, and those are the people that you typically see when you first enter a bank or a credit union. They're the ones that will help you make your deposit or your withdrawal or any other basic account transaction. From there, I became the head teller or the teller supervisor. Then, after no luck finding a teaching job, I began assisting the credit union's student-run branch program, which we call See You in School. This is a program where we bring the credit union right into the local schools. And the students in those schools, like you, help run our credit union. There are tellers, our branch managers, our computer operators, and our bookkeepers. And they help make other students' deposits. I loved doing that so much that I left the teller department and I moved into the marketing department and took over the operation of our school and youth programs. Since then, our programs have grown and we're operating 9 student-run branches in elementary, middle, and high schools in our communities. In addition to spending my time overseeing that, I also teach financial education. And I do that in classrooms, through classroom presentations, as well as through junior achievement. And since I'm technically in the marketing department, I do have some marketing duties as well. For those of you that don't know, marketing is about finding ways to tell people about the credit union, about what we offer, and about how we can help them. This might be sharing information on social media, through emails, mailing people information on our products and services, and more. I never went back to trying to find that teaching job because I really do love what I do here at MCCU. I get to work for a great organization that's dedicated to its members and its communities, and I get the best of both worlds. I get to go to school and do all that fun stuff with students like you, working at the school branches, doing classroom presentations, etc. And then I get to come back to the office where I work on fun marketing campaigns. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Now, a little about junior achievement, or JA for short. Typically, when I teach a JA lesson, I'm right there in the classroom with you. We get to hear stories, talk about different money concepts, and play some fun games. This year will be a little bit different, but you're still going to be able to do all of those things, and I'm sure you're going to love JA. To start off, I'd like you to think about all the things that you can do with money. So think for a moment. What's your favorite thing to do about money when you have it? Did you think about it? You're asking me? What do I like to do with money? Well, my favorite thing to do with money is save it. I love putting money into my savings account and watching my balance get bigger and bigger and bigger. But I also love to spend money too, of course. I like to go to fun places like amusement parks, water parks, on vacations. I also like to go clothes shopping. So those are my 2 favorite things to do with money. In your JA lessons, you're going to be learning about the 4 choices of money. That's right, choices. You may have not thought about it before, but when it comes to money, you've got choices to make. And actually, there are 4 of them. You can earn money, you can spend money, you can save money, or you can donate money. You'll spend some time talking about each of these choices in your upcoming JA lessons. And you'll learn about how money is transferred from an individual or a company who is paying you in exchange for a product they bought from you, or for doing a task for them or working for them. And you have a choice with each penny that you earn. Remember, you can spend it, you can save it, or you can give it away. We also call that donating. As you already know, I work at a credit union. And as I mentioned, credit unions and banks are safe places to keep your money. As you earn money, you may choose to have us look after it for you. And when you want to spend your money, we can give it to you as cash. Or you can spend money using a debit or a credit card, which you'll learn about in lesson number 2. Credit unions are also a great way for you to save money. You may have a piggy bank at home, but have you ever taken money to a bank or a credit union and deposited it into a savings account? Banks and credit unions not only keep your money safe, but when you're saving money in a savings account, you're less likely to spend all of it. So we help you build your savings account and help you not spend quite so much. So I mentioned that you'll learn about the 4 choices of money. Do you remember what they are? That's right. Earning, saving, spending, and donating. And you'll learn about different ways to use money, but you'll also learn a bit about entrepreneurs. Isn't that a crazy word? Entrepreneurs? Say it with me. Entrepreneurs. Those are people who start their own business. And finally, you'll learn about the different buying choices and how they impact consumers and businesses in your area. Oh, and taxes. How could I forget about taxes? You may have heard adults complain about taxes, but they actually can be a good thing for communities. Without taxes, most cities and towns wouldn't have public transportation or a means to pay for their police officers or firefighters. I don't want to give any more away, so I'm going to stop now and just say that I hope you enjoy your JA lessons and I hope you learn a whole bunch of new stuff that you can share with your families at home. I'll see you soon. Bye.